Reed looking for his 10th this season. Really cracked that one.
Very consistent performer, Omar Reed. Former regular team captain Reed scored 9 goals last year and has 9 goals again this year. So
can break his own record. Here's the corner kick. Sent in, not clear properly. And then, well, it's put behind. I thought there was another deflection there, you know, but it's going to be a goal kick in the end for Jamaica College. But St. Technical applying the early pressure.
Yeah, a bit uncertain at the back. What they do have is numbers back, Jamaica College, so they've managed to put in some important blocks thus far. And as we said, they don't concede many. 15 clean sheets in 19 matches. No other team has that kind of record. Undefeated in the entire season in all competitions.
Well, right now, that back four is under some pressure. And St. Andrew Technical looking to capitalize on all this. Get the long ball over the top. And easy at the back, Xavier Gooden.
Yeah, and it's noticeable that obviously St. Andrew Technical, and it will be interesting to see as the game goes on, they have a major change at the back, as you said, because of the card situation with Nicoy Gale.
Yeah, usually plays in the holding midfield role, Gale. So
he's another player.
Changes.
He's another player that plays both defensive midfield and centre back. But he certainly helps to bring a lot of calm and solidity for them. Not there today, so let's see if JC can exploit that. Even though you would have to say that their front line is not their strongest today, JC.
But all these boys will be hoping to make an impact and make their coach Ferguson's job a little bit more difficult as to who he may pick for the final.
St. Andrew Technical, quite a few seasons, boasted one of the best defensive records. Very hard to get the ball in the back of their net.
Well, here is Omar Reed heading towards the box. Satchwell collects. He's really a wonderful player to watch. Chapon Satchwell losing out though. JC trying to go into the opposite direction. That first touch from King wasn't the best.
Now, one thing with St. Andrew Technical this season, they do concede, but they always manage to score more. Just 7 clean sheets in 17 matches for them,
which is a little bit
unusual.
Yeah, not quite in their DNA, but they have been expressing themselves more and more when they do attack, which of course is better for the eyes, especially if you're neutral. You want to see the teams express themselves, and St. Andrew Technical, in my opinion, they have gone into a next dimension this season. Some of their goals have been of the highest quality, if we are to be fair. Now they have to do some defending. Jaheim Fraser is behind this one for Jamaica College. A 2-man wall set up. Plays at the top of the box. Could take a shot, you know. There was some breeze behind Dylan John. He expected him to let fly on that occasion. Decided against it. John, just 15 years of age, and is really a talented youngster.
I remember he played last year as well as a 14-year-old.
Has a better fitting jersey this time around.
In fact, memory serves me correct, he played in the final as well. There's a big change that had to have been made, and John actually started the game, and I think he was substituted for Blake at just 14 years of age. At the time, Dylan John. JC's number 7. A number which generally has a lot of meaning for Jamaica College. I'm not sure about this season.
There's a ball inside the area, headed away by St. Andrew Technical. Should be able to play themselves out of trouble, and they do so very well. What can they do on the charge here? With Leon Brown making journey upfield. This could be interesting. Satchwell heads it forward. It's a chance for Stats. The flag stays down, and Rose came out to stop Stats' most dangerous move of the game. And now it goes the other way. Jamaica College trying to respond. Centre wide, 2 to aim for inside the box. What an opportunity that was for St. Andrew Technical.
It fell to Andre Salmon as well, but Rose did well. Rose was strong and decisive with his challenge. Came off his line very quickly. Did Rasika Rose. And yeah, that was a really good challenge on Andre Salmon. Didn't allow Salmon to think or even give him an option.
Stats again. Satchwell really is a playmaker in this team. Along that right channel, Blake skips across. A little bit too casual there, Romain Blake. Wins it back though. Sayers, one of the players from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, playing in the left back position. Has played with the national team. Brenson Sayers Jr. He and Michael Graham, they share that left back position. Dante Wines on it. Amali King back to Dylan John.
The Sayers sits a lot more than Graham. Graham much more of a naturally attacking wing back.
Yep. Oh, the first touch wasn't the best. Satchwell almost got in there, you know. And Stats, they're winning the 50-50s more often than not. Couldn't keep that in play, which
should have though.
Yeah, he should have. That was not the best play there. I think it was Kimara Thompson. JC coming forward here, looking for King. Ends up just being a throw. There is Michael Graham, by the way, in the stands. Someone looking for an outlet. Someone trying to win it off Sayers. And here is Stats. Satchwell on his left. Satchwell drives that one wide. He prefers the right foot, you can tell. Couldn't quite wrap his foot around the ball there, and it flew wide.
Very good first step though. Satchwell gets himself away from the opponent and yeah, skewed it in the end. Didn't get his foot around it, but what he does do is very good at creating space for himself. Shaquan Satchwell, 13 goals, 8 assists, real all-round player. Michael Graham getting a full rest today. Obviously still here supporting the team. Played last season as well, a much improved season this year. Had just 3 assists last year, this time getting onto the score sheet this season. 2 goals, 8 assists for him. And as I said, unlike Sayers, who you see there, who sits a lot more, doesn't get forward a lot, Graham very expressive on the attacking side of things, gets a lot of good balls into the box.
This is Jamali Bennett. Shaw, the aforementioned Sayers, going into STATHS territory and continuing his run. Shaw deciding, however, to switch the play. Benny touches it inside, gets the return ball. Benny was trying to force the ball through a couple of players. A player is down for STATHS. The play continues though. But the play continues. Salmon. Oh, that's a lovely ball forward. The flag stays down and tries to chip the keeper. It's wide. Another big chance for St. Andrew Technical, and they don't take it. And Philip Williams cannot believe it.
Playing through the lines yet again, St. Andrew Technical. This is the 3rd time they're finding the pass between the centre-backs. Centre-backs too square, too flat there. And 1 ball beats 2. Lovely pass it was. And here Reed, well, he thought he should have hit the target there, and he's right. Should have found the target. To give Rose credit, he was off his line in a flash yet again, even though he was second best. Made himself big. And it forced Reed to have to go wider than he wanted with the finish. And in the end, well wide. No double digits for him just yet, Omar Reed. 18 goals in 2 seasons. Philip Williams can't believe that miss. It actually was Leon Brown and not Omar Reed with the finish. Leon Brown, 3-goal man this season, and they're number 9. But nevertheless, Rose did well. I've been impressed by Rose's awareness.
Bennett was aware there to step in and cut that pass off. Sayers on it, finds Shaw. Bennett winds. Can Bennett keep this one in? No. Benny, 18 years old. I'm sure those back home in Belmont looking on with some pride. Represented St. Anthony's College in the SSFL in Trinidad and Tobago. Said that he wanted to experience playing schoolboy football in Jamaica. And Jamaica College was the prime destination. It's easy to choose winners, I suppose. Here's a chance for Dylan John. A little bit too much elevation there. Satchwell on the left foot. Rose had to make the save. I'm not sure if it was quite on target, but Rose was making sure and collected on the second attempt.
That was a good strike. Difficult technique from Satchwell.
Too.
Yeah. Rose solid again. You'd have to do better than that to beat Rose from that distance. Satchwell showing his even ability with left and right. Scored a great goal in the semi-final of the Manning Cup against Kingston College. It was the first goal of the game, and it was from some 20-25 yards out.
I think that's the goal of the season for me.
Yeah, right into the underneath of the crossbar. No chance between the sticks for KC. It was a real pure strike. That one was with the right foot.
His stronger foot, yes.
But you can see with that fall, he generates good pace as well, and his technique is not that bad with the left, so it's not as if you can just say, well, put him onto the left and he can't hurt you.
No, you don't want to do that at all. Stats, they seem a little bit more up to it in this first half. Looks like a team that they don't want to take anything for granted this season. Satchwell collects inside the box, takes a shot that's charged down, and the JC, oh, nice maneuver there.
Yeah, see,
but then lost out in the end.
St. Andrew Technical doing better in the middle of the park.
Ball played inside the area again, and Satchwell has to come out of the box to retrieve. Thompson. Matthews. That's a poor ball. Matthews in the way.
Davidson winning the possession there, but not many options.
Well, here's JC again coming forward. It's Benny inside the area. Benny pulls it back looking for John. Wasn't the best ball to him. Back to Benny. Benny to the byline. Benny still inside. Benny scores! Benny makes his mark in the Champions Cup semi-final, and all of Belmont celebrate, and Jamaica College too. They lead Stats by a goal to nil.
What a run, what a play by Alec Benny. No wonder he's tired now. Exhilarating run on the right hand side, and yet stood patient, good skill to go right then left, and a good finish with the left foot just after St. Andrew Technical enjoying majority of the play, winning the midfield battle. But the scoreline suits Jamaica College. Good finish by Benny, 4 on the season for him to go with 4 assists as well. And JC have had nothing going forward until that moment.
A little bit of Trini sauce in this final from Alec Benny. Wonderful solo effort. A couple of occasions you thought that the chance was gone, but in this semi-final he has made a mark here, and JC with the advantage. Stats, can they respond? Shaw interrupts that procession and they go the other way. Mentioned before that a number of these players want to make an impact in this semi-final to see if they can register their name into the starting lineup for the Manning Cup final come Friday, and maybe Benny with a statement to remember. And Sayers goes to the turf. College with a free kick. Sean Frankson is getting some attention. Also scored a wonderful goal in the Manny Cup semi-final for STATHS against Kingston College, and that was his first goal of the season. So some players for STATHS just getting into some real good form at the right time. They have to do some defending now though, as Jamaica College looking to go 2 ahead. The 2-man wall set up, and free kick coming in, and it's nodded away. He's thinking of a shot, you know, and does take the shot. That didn't miss by much. Came from Jamali Bennett. The 16-year-old has scored 4 goals so far this season, and had ambitions to get a 5th there. Similar story for Philip Williams when he compared to when his team met Jamaica College earlier this season. They pretty much dominated the first half. On this occasion though, they have conceded in this first stanza, but on that occasion it was 0-0 at the halftime break, and JC went ahead early in the second half thanks to Maquan Aldridge, one of a few of their star players actually on the bench for Jamaica College. Almost spreading it to Satchwell there, but Wines was in the way. And they look a little bit more at ease, Jamaica College. It's amazing what a goal can do. Davidson. Bennett. Nice touch to Wines. Oh, he played himself into some trouble there. The captain apologizes to his teammates. Davidson again. Trying to pull the STATHS players out. Bennett now to Sayers. Nice ball inside to Shaw. Shaw drives that one over the top.
Yeah, a little bit more purpose from the Jamaica College players in terms of coming forward, a bit more confidence now. The intensity has risen a bit. Maybe STATHS just deflated considering they had the ascendancy, couldn't find a goal with 3 good opportunities, and then to go behind. Somewhat of a regular story for them, we'd have to say, against JC. As we said, just 1 win in 8 attempts over the last 10 years for St. Andrew Technical. So it's been tough.
The flag is still waving in the wind. STATHS still hold out some hope, but Benny started and finished this one here. Thought he lost out for a second, twisting and turning, and in the end got it back from John. And it was a long journey, but he found the destination.
Yeah, long journey is right. Hennessy was quite tired after the celebration, but that was a really good finish. Really good finish by the Trinidadian. 4-on-4 is what his statistics read. 4 goals, 4 assists. On a season where a lot of his time has come off the bench for JC. St. Anthony's College in the SSFL, more of a, they usually get into the playoffs, but in and around the mid-range part of the table. They usually float between, I would say, fourth and seventh. Get into the playoffs, but don't really challenge for the title. In fact, the title this year was won by St. Benedict's, quite unusual for them, but a school that plays very exciting football in the SSFL. Are you sure they would be watching on the home of champions and celebrating the goal there in Trinidad?
Yeah.
For Benny.
There's the man, number 11, who made the difference last time these two teams met earlier this season, Macon Aldridge. Scored the win on the 48th minute there. Eager to probably make a mark again
or maybe
against this STATHS team.
8 goals, 7 assists from Macon Aldridge.
This is Wines. Back to Benny.
Or maybe he's happy for the rest.
Maybe. Davidson back to his keeper. Well, Stats with an opportunity here. Satchwell, can he get a proper touch? Satchwell drives this one again. Rose is in the way. Again, JC, they were casual. Stats, they have a player down, but they are playing around him at the moment. They're in the ascendancy. Can they make it count? No, they cannot. And the play will stop. I think it's someone who is down. But Satchwell has had another opportunity here. And again, on his weaker side, just couldn't convert. And also down Jamali Bennett with Jamaica College. But yeah, JC, again they were casual. Satchwell was trying to drive that one across the keeper, but Rose sticking out a leg. But it is going to be off the field for just a little bit. For the last few minutes, JC, they have been a little bit too casual for my liking at the back. Complacency has set in on a couple of occasions. Rose has had a couple of saves to make. Stats, they really do have to take one of these chances. They really do. Can't afford to let JC off the hook on so many occasions. Oh, nicely done. And what a wonderfully weighted ball to Thompson. Now Satchwell heading to the byline, pulls it back. Omar Reed trying to go alone. Blake back there has someone for company, safety first. Throw into Stats. There's a delivery played inside, not the best clearance. Nobody up there for JC. Not exactly sure what Amali King had in mind there. Kept in play by Reed. Last touch off Reed. once again. Trying again to make inroads. They obviously need to be a little sharper. Gooden is back there. Not sure why he invited the pressure, you know.
Yeah, that's a foul. That's over-aggressive there.
It's going to be a throw, actually, to Jamaica College. But he had the time, did Gooden. Waited on the pressure from Shaw and in the end gave up the throw.
Oh, thought he gave a free kick initially. But it's actually a throw, as you said, to Jamaica College and not a free kick to St. Andrew Technical. I just felt initially Shaw was a little bit too aggressive. Slight swing though in the momentum. That's quite obvious. JC getting a little bit more confident, more present in the midfield as well, so they're controlling the tempo of the game a little bit more.
That's a corner kick to JC.
And as you said, the energy levels of St. Andrew Technical is very evident. Just look at how they're walking. Their energy levels are down, heads hanging a bit, eyes focusing on the grasp. Because even though they were in the ascendancy, they couldn't get the goal, and then they've now conceded.
So JC with their first corner kick. Sayers inside! And it comes off the bar, but the high boot call going against Shaheem Fraser there as he tried the spectacular.
And it was on target. It almost ended up as a loopy finish. Good job. Goalkeeper Williams there doing what was necessary to get it onto the bar, because he wouldn't have heard the whistle initially. I think this is where Satchwell needs to get in the thick of things. He needs to get this is where Satchwell needs to get in the thick of this is where he needs to get in the thick of things. He needs to get this is where to get in the thick of things. He needs to get on the ball. needs to get in the thick of things. He needs to get things. He needs to get on the ball. In the thick of things. He needs to get on the ball. Natural needs to get in the thick of things. He needs to get on natural needs to get in the thick of things. He needs to get on things. He needs to get on the ball. Where to get in the thick of things. He needs to get on. This is where Satchel needs to get in the thick of